Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Study Point by Mr. Singh. So in today's video we are going to learn about how to configure web server in Azure Virtual Machine Ubuntu. So we have to follow some steps for that. So I'm going to create, I have created already a note file. I have noted the details what step we have to do. So first step is our create a virtual machine with Ubuntu. So let's go on Azure portal. Log in with your subscription ID and password. So I have already logged in with my subscription ID and password. After that, click on virtual machines. So we have to create Linux virtual machine here. So click on add and virtual machines. So whenever we are creating virtual machine or any resources in Azure, by default it will ask you two details. One is subscriptions and second one is resource groups. So subscription is by default selected, which you have. If you have multiple subscription and you want to change your subscription here, you can drop down here and select your subscription in which you want to create that resource. So I have already one Azure subscription, so it's automatically selected. I'm going to create a new resource group here, RG2, and click on OK. After that, it will ask you the username, virtual machine name. So click here about name is web server. We are going to configure web server. So select web server, and after that it will ask you the region in which location you want to create your virtual machines. So you can select here where you want to install and configure your virtual machines. You can according to your requirement select it. So I'm going to select here East US, and after that it will ask you the image. So which image operating system you want to install in your virtual machines. So we are going to install Ubuntu 18.4 LTS generation 1. If you want to change, you can change it here. So we have to configure web server in Ubuntu server 18.4, and size of the virtual machine is, I'm going to keep this standard B1S. If you want to take higher configuration, you can select it here also, or you can change from, you will get multiple details here also. You can change the size here also. So after that it will ask you the authentication type, means you want to access your virtual machine through public key or through username and passwords. So you have to create access key, public key for that, or you have to create username and password. So I'm going to click here username and password. So I'm going to enter username here, and I'm going to use password, and according to Azure policies, password length is minimum 12 character and maximum is 123 characters. And I'm going to allow port 22 for access our virtual machine through port T, so that we can install our web server in the Ubuntu server. So I'm going to click next, and in disk configuration I'm going to select OS disk type is default 30 GB. If you want to change it and take high configuration, you can select from here, but I'm going to keep it default, and I'm going to select OS disk type is here standard HDD, and other things I'm going to keep defaults. In networking chapter also I'm going to keep all setting defaults. Under management also I'm going to keep default setting, but I'm going to disable the boot diagnostic here. If you want to enable it, you can enable it, and I'm going to keep all setting defaults here, and after that click on review. Under the review you will get the details which things we have selected for our virtual machine. You can check the details here. So if you want to change anything, you can go back and change it. After that click on create. So once we click on create button, it will take some time to create your virtual machines. And as I have already told you, whenever we are creating any virtual machine in Azure, so by default four things is getting created with your virtual machines. One is public IP, second one is network security group, third one is network interface, and fourth one is virtual network. So you guys can see here, that is your network interface, and one is security group, network security group, and other is virtual network, and another one is public IP for your virtual machines. And after that, your virtual machine is getting created. So it is under process still, it's not created. But if we go here and click on virtual machines, we can see the details of our virtual machines here. Click on refresh here. So what is the name of your virtual machines, status, what is the status, and what is the resource group, locations, marketplace and resources, marketplace, your subscription type here. If you click on the web server name, your virtual machine name, you will get the more detail about your virtual machines. Okay, so you can see the all details here. So let's wait for some time while it's creating our virtual machine. So you guys can see, if I will refresh it here, our virtual machine is created and you can see the process is running. So I'm going to copy this public IP where I'm going to access it through POTI. We have set the username and password for that. Click yes. I'm going to change font here so you guys can see the command which I'm going to run here. Okay, apply. And I think you guys can see I'm going to enter username and password which I have set while I have created the virtual machine. So username is study and password. So let me restart the session. Username is study and password what I have selected here. Enter. Now I can log in with my virtual machines. I'm going to clear the window once, and now you guys can see that I have logged in on this server with this username. So if you want to see your configuration of virtual machine, you can see like your IP config वगैरह. If you want to check if config, you guys can check your private IP address here. Okay, I'm going to click it clear, and after that let's go in notepad file or for second step. First step is create virtual machine, Ubuntu virtual machine in Azure. Second step, access virtual machine through POTI. We already have access it, and after that we have to update the Ubuntu server. So what is the command for update it? Sudo. First we have to go in super user, root user. So that is command we have to run sudo su. Now we are in root users, so we don't need to permission for installation of anything. We are super power here. So what is the command we have typed here? Sudo apt get update. So you guys can run this command here. Sudo apt get update. Hit enter. So once you hit enter, it will automatically download the package from internet, and automatically it will get installed in your Ubuntu server. So we don't have to do any manually things. We don't have to do any things. It will get automatically download from internet and automatically get installed in your Ubuntu servers. So after that we have to install web server in our virtual machines. So that is the next step. Install Apache application web server in Ubuntu through below commands. So that is the command for installation of Apache service in your web server Ubuntu. So let's run this command sudo apt get install. What service we are going to install? Apache web server. So apache2 is the version, and -y, if we press -y here, then while we are downloading the package and it will get installing, then it will ask you the for installation. If we did not press here -y, then it will ask you the type for yes if we want to continue. If we press y here, then it will not ask you. So let me remove y here so that you guys get more clear here. So I'm going to hit enter. Like you guys can see that. Do you want to continue? Press y. Yes. If I will type -y in this command here, then it will not ask me about here. So I have to enter here y, hit enter, then it will get automatically installed in your Ubuntu. So once Apache service is installed in your virtual machine, if we are trying to access this virtual machine through public IP in browser, we are still not able to access it, but we need to access it. So I want to show you how to access it. First, that now you guys can see that service is installed, but if I'm going to copy this IP and going to access through public IP here, it would not be accessible right now. Why? We have to allow port 80 in security group. Allow port 80 in security group on your Ubuntu virtual machines. So let's go on Azure portal first, and let's go on your virtual machine, and under your virtual machine go to the networking tab. Under networking tab you guys can see that port allow. Which port is allowed here? Only port 80. So we have to allow only port 22 is allowed here, which is for SSH. So we have to allow port 80 also. So let's click on add inbound rule. I'm going to keep all setting defaults, just I have to enter the port 80 here. So I will show you the more detail in coming lectures, how to customize these all details, like you guys can see that. I will show you all detail, but I'm going to keep all setting default for now, and I'm going to keep it allow. We have to allow port 80, and that is priority. We have to define the priority for that. I'm going to click add. So it will take some time to get added in your virtual machine security groups. So once it is added here, you guys can access your home page of your Apache Sharba. You guys can see that. Earlier it is not accessible, but after add the port 80, you guys can access it. Okay. If you want to customize this home page, you guys can go in this file. You guys can go inside this directory and you guys can modify these files. Then it will be modified. Like I will show you how we can do that. So according to this, our web server is ready. Final step. After allow the port in security group, our web server is accessible in browser. So that thing I am going to teach you another things, like if you want to modify this. So let's go on your virtual machines. Let me clear it here first. We have to go in directory cd space /var/www/html. Hit enter. If I'm going to see how much files and directory inside HTML folder, type ls here. We can see only index.html file. If you want to see the data, what data we have inside this file, cat index.html, we can see all data which we can see here. That is all the format which we have selected here. So let me clear it again here. I am going to delete ls. I am going to remove this file, rm space index, enter. I am going to create a new file, vim web server. I am going to do it index with same name, index.html, and I am going to write some comments inside this, like this is my first web server in Ubuntu virtual machine in Azure. After that, I'm going to save this file. Hit enter. If you want to see the data what we have write in index.html, you guys can see that. If I'm going to refresh this page here, we can see all the information which we have inside this file. So you guys can customize like this. If you want to, if you guys know about HTML, how to modify the files, how to create new web page, so you guys can do that also. You guys can configure your web server according to you. If you are familiar with coding language, so you guys can configure it anyways. So my today's focus is how to configure web server in Linux virtual machine in Azure portal, and how to allow the port 80 in your virtual machine security groups. So hope guys you can get the more ideas about how to configure it. So thank you guys, keep watching and keep supporting. Bye bye.